All right, welcome back. It is National Cheddar Cheese Day in the Great Day Kitchen, but not all cheddar cheese tastes the same.
That's right. So to put our taste buds to the test and also help us figure out how to pair these cheeses with chocolate just in time for Valentine's Day is Cheese Experience Guide, Sarah Pastula. Sarah, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Experience Guide?
It's
what is that?
Probably the most fun job ever.
You lead us through tasting cheeses, but you do this all across the country.
Yeah,
you're always flying different places.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow. To have that kind of palate.
Man,
to know the cheeses.
I would love it.
Yeah.
And there's, you know, we think of like cheddar cheese day, so we're focusing on that.
Yeah.
But there's many different kinds, right? So what did you bring for us today? What do we have here?
Yep. So to start off with, we brought our Vermont Sharp cheddar.
Okay.
And it's aged about 9 months. So you're going to have some nice notes of you know, that buttery undertone. It's going to have some smooth, creamy textures. But again, because it's aged about 9 months, you still get that nice bold finish.
Oh, nice.
I feel like this is probably what we're most familiar with, right?
Yes. Yep, it's one of our classic cheddars, not spicy.
What did you pair it with? Is that?
So this is a milk chocolate.
Oh, you love milk chocolate, Krista.
Okay.
So the combination is really, you know, nice and sweet and savory. You get those creamy undertones to it, but you still get that nice bold kick with the cheddar.
Yeah.
I do just want to point out too, while we're on the cheese, that it's all naturally lactose free. All Cabot cheddar can kind of be a game changer for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Disrupts your
I
stomach.
wouldn't think that would. Okay, that makes me feel better.
Yeah.
What's the difference with that seriously sharp then?
So the Seriously Sharp, it's one of our, you know, kind of signature cheddars. It's what a lot of people recognize when they think of Cabot Creamery. It's aged about 14 months, so it's going to be a little bit sharper.
What does that mean? It's sitting out for 14 months?
Basically, yes, we have warehouses and the cheddar, we make it and then it will age. It's just a natural process. And basically, the older it's getting, it's what we call the sharper it's getting. So the flavor is getting a lot bolder. The texture changes. So an older cheddar may be a little bit more crumbly. Just a natural occurrence.
It feels like drier.
Yes.
It does, you're right.
You might get some of those, they're called tyrosine crystals. They're those little kind of crunchy aspects to the cheese. And it's, again, just a natural occurrence that happens in a well-aged cheddar made with the best milk. And so shout out to our farmers there.
Is this dark chocolate? Because that's my favorite.
It is.
Go for it.
You're the milk, I'm the dark chocolate.
So it has raspberries to it.
Oh.
So this combination,
Even better.
it's Valentine's Day, you know. But it's going to be a little more complementary in the sense that the dark chocolate and the sharp cheddar are both going to have a little bit of a bite to them. But when you add the raspberries, it really rounds it out with that little bit of sweetness that gives it, you know.
If you go back from the Seriously Sharp to the Sharp, you can see all the difference in the creaminess and the. Okay, then what's this one over here? Even sharper?
Okay, so this is my favorite. And it's going to be very different. Yes. It's going to be very different from these two. So this is our Alpine cheddar. It's part of our Farmer's Legacy collection. And basically, each one of those cheddars in that collection are crafted with their own unique starter culture that gives them their own unique profile. So they're going to be very different from anything like this.
Totally different.
It's completely different. And it's still a cheddar?
Yes. So what you're tasting are those notes of Swiss and Parm. Still a cheddar cheese. Okay, you're going to get all of that nuttiness, and it's just, it's almost rich on its own.
This is your favorite?
My favorite.
What do you put this with? I know you have some chocolate there.
Today, it goes great with anything. But today we're going again with a dark chocolate, and this one has some almonds to it. So we're really, you know, bringing out that nuttiness to the cheese, and it just, you know, with that sweet and savory again, it just, you can't go wrong. Chocolate and cheese.
I never thought to pair cheese with chocolate. I think cheese and wine and chocolate and wine.
Yeah.
But the two of them, and crackers, and grapes. It makes total sense.
And it's so fun, you know, if you're building a charcuterie board, it's kind of that unexpected little conversation piece almost that tastes amazing, and you're going to impress everyone.
That's so cool.
Chocolate and cheese.
Thank you for expanding our knowledge about cheddar today on National Cheddar Day. We appreciate it. If you want to taste Cabot's cheese for yourself, you can always go to cabotcreamery.com. Thank you for being here, Sarah.
Thank you so much.